So Brock Purdy just got paid a ton of money, and I was trying to think of what was really the turning point for him. What was the play that made us realize, you know what, this guy is more than just some random guy who got, drafted late. This guy actually could be someone who's a real player. And I think it's this play. This was his rookie season. If you remember, Trey Lance started the year, he got injured. Jimmy Garoppolo came in and actually played pretty well, but then ultimately he got injured. Brock Purdy had to step in and looked all right in relief, but okay, now that you have a defense that's fully going to prepare for him, how well can he play? And he starts off the game playing pretty well against Tampa Bay. They, already have one touchdown on the board, trying to get a second here early on in the second quarter. Tampa Bay is going to be in zone coverage, and, Kyle Shanahan, he's so good at scheming stuff up, right? What's his play concept here? Well, that's what the receivers are going to be doing, and really that kind of route going right towards the, goal line, that's really what we're looking at. You kind of have some pick plays in there to hopefully allow your receiver to get open. When it begins, it's George Kittle, the guy who you want to see get open. You see him right here. There's just kind of too much traffic. The linebackers for Tampa Bay, Devin White and Levante David, are kind of all over this, so Purdy can't really make this play work. On top of it, there is going to be pressure here, so you have this situation where there's pressure, there isn't really a great window, and for Kyle Shanahan, for his really entire career, even when he had good quarterbacks like Matt Ryan and Matt Schaub had a good year with him, right? There wasn't a lot of guys who could make things happen when a play broke down. Obviously, RG3 was the exception, but for the most part, he mostly needed the offense to work as designed, or it just wasn't going to work. Certainly in San Francisco, with Jimmy Garoppolo, that was the case. But for Brock Purdy here, first, watch how he's going to step up, get around that initial pressure, get into a position where he can run for some yards if he wants to. However, there is a linebacker, Devin White, who's going to be paying attention, and he's a very athletic linebacker, going to rush in and try and make a play. But watch Purdy get around a little bit of contact, jukes out Devin White, and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. And to me, this was the play where we all kind of realized, oh, there's something different here with San Francisco. This is not just a quarterback who is into Shanahan's scheme and succeeding. He's doing that, but he's doing more as well, and that's ultimately why I think they've had the success that they've had with Purdy.